Sorry, I was just going to have a little 5 minutes at the start here. And I wanted to talk about menopause only because you guys have talked about it before, right? But it's been so wonderful this last few weeks with all the stuff on Joe Duffy and the more awareness and women talking about it, and I suppose more openness, which has all been amazing. And I have sent you so many different resources over the time, right? And I have one last podcast I'm sending to you, and it's my favorite one. And so I started researching menopause quite a few years ago because quite a lot of my students had menopause, and I wanted to find out more. And I did the perimenopause workshop. I had Brenda Rock come for that, and I also went to the menopause conference that hasn't been on since, unfortunately. Because this podcast is Irish. So unlike a lot of the resources I shared with you, which are English, Liz Earle and Dr. Louise Musson, this is Catherine O'Keefe, and she's the wellness warrior, and she's talking to Sheila Shoiga. I love it when I learn lots of new stuff, and I learned so much new stuff listening to this podcast, and she's so down to earth. I learned a lot actually about talking slower because she talks so slowly, and it's so easy to listen to her. But she has, so she specializes in menopause. She goes into workplaces and she does workshops, and she has a couple of support groups. And the couple of things that I learned in particular was 1 in 4 people have no symptoms at all, and 2 in 4 have mild to moderate, and about 1 in 4 severe. And so if you've been listening to this and you were like, I don't have any of that stuff, and you think there's something wrong, or that maybe it's not happening, it's just you're one of the 1 in 4 who has very, very few symptoms. And that's also fine. That's also good. And then the other thing I love that she's explaining what natural menopause meant. And so natural menopause doesn't mean not using HRT. Natural menopause means the menopause happens in your body at the right time naturally. And an unnatural menopause would be an early menopause. So God, if you saw the Davina McCall, people as young as 14 starting, or someone in their 20s or 30s going into menopause. And then the other one would be due to surgery or due to chemotherapy. So that's an unnatural menopause. So natural menopause is when you start your menopause at a normal age, somewhere after 40 and or so. And then the other thing I loved, she talked about lots of supplements. So she recommended lots of products that are, a lot of them are Irish, a fantastic maca product from Galway that she said is amazing. She recommended a specific vaginal moisturizer, which is different than a lubricant, and spoke about the importance of that, which I loved. And very open as well about libido, about vaginal atrophy, about the importance of pelvic floor. And I suppose I get so excited because I think we're doing so many things right. We're doing a pelvic floor so much in this class. So many of you just eating so healthy. She talks about gut health as well. And a lot of times, a lot of bloating and things like that is because the hormones affect our stomach. And you know that too, if you're anxious or stressed, but also often at times of your menstruation, you might have either bloating or diarrhea or something like that, in some kind of irregularity, and it's due to the hormones affecting your stomach. And that's the exact same during the menopause. And so I wanted to mention, we're doing the gut health program. A few of us, I'll be focusing more on it now that we've finished the yoga cleanse. And so if anyone wants to jump in, it's just a WhatsApp group. And we're reading, I'm on now, I've nearly finished reading the bit. I hadn't finished up to now, and it's absolutely brilliant. Liz Earle's book, and we're just implementing some of the guidelines. So I'll be sending more texts about that, but we're just kind of getting into that, the gut guide now after finishing the yoga cleanse. So if anybody else wants to join, jump in with us. And the other thing I loved was Catherine O'Keefe was really focusing on the importance of lifestyle. And I feel like that's just so valuable, that no matter whether you take HRT or not, we need to really work on our exercise, healthy eating, pelvic floor health, strength training for muscles, and relaxation and stress reduction. And so I know all of you guys do a lot of the classes with me, and so I'm really thrilled. I feel like we hit a lot of the buttons. And so Let's get started. It's really lovely to see you all tonight. And I'm going to just mute whoever's unmuted yet. Brilliant. And I'll send on the Catherine O'Keefe. Oh yeah, let me spotlight. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, great. So let's start. Great. And that wasn't too long. I don't like to spend too long in the wellness. I love sharing stuff with you guys, but I also know we're here for Pilates too. And so that's important, not to spend too long chatting. So let's start lying on our back. It's a beautiful evening. Even though there's a bit of rain, hope I can see in some of your houses, lovely light coming in. It's great. Okay, so let's start lying down and completely relax. So take a few deep breaths and try to get the breath right down into the bottom of the lungs. Feel the belly expand as you breathe. So here we're starting by relaxing. So that when we're building tone, we're building it on relaxed muscles so that our mind is able to fully focus on what we're doing. So let's very consciously let go of your day up to now. And begin to become present in your body. When we close our eyes, it's much more helpful because the eyes are constantly taking in input. But when we close our eyes, we're able to draw the attention inside. And because in Pilates, we're working the deep core muscles, it's very important that you're tuned in to the interior as well as the movement of the outside bones and muscles. Not that your bones are on the outside, but I think you know what I mean. The limbs and whatnot. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Soften your tongue. And just see, can you take one more breath and relax just a tiny bit more. Really nice. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the floor. And now take an inhale. And this time focus on the ribs expanding, but not so much the belly. So still a full breath, but not letting the belly expand. So engaging the muscles here to hold them in. And as you exhale, lift and squeeze. Pelvic floor lifts and the lower abdominals squeeze down and sink. This sense of the two hip bones on the outside drawing towards each other. So this like a chinching action. Inhale through the nose, ribs expand. Keep that corset belt feeling. So still a full expansive breath in the lungs, in the ribs, but not in the belly. And as you exhale, lift a little bit more. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Exhale through your mouth. Reach your fingers a bit more towards your heels. So shoulders are actively drawing away from the ears. Inhale again. And exhale, lift pelvic floor, lower abdominals sink. Exhale through your mouth. So do one more, and each time you should feel more and more activation of those deep core muscles. Keep the pelvic floor lifted if you can, and sink those abdominals. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring one leg into tabletop. Feel that bag of sand. So the lower back is not going to arch or imprint. It's going to stay exactly as it is in the second leg lifts. And now inhale, bring one foot to the floor. And as you exhale, draw back up. Inhale, other leg. Exhale, back up. So the angle stays the same. So you're hinging at the hip joint. And the knee doesn't bend or straighten any more than it is. And the back doesn't imprint or arch any more than it is. It's in a neutral spine, or it may be imprinted. Whichever way it is, it's not going to shift. So the abdominals are not moving. Apart from sinking and engaging. Let's do both legs. Inhale, both legs down. Really focus, lower back doesn't arch. Exhale, draw it up. Squeeze pelvic floor. Let's do 5 more of these. Inhale down. And so you're really working on precision as you move. Slower is often harder. So 4 slowly, excellently done. It's way better than 20 reps. Just bringing your feet up and down. Lovely. 2 more. Really now, and focus on lower abs sinking and back doesn't arch or imprint. Last one. And exhale. Let's leave the legs up. Let's come into series of 5. So draw the ribs in, navel to spine, lift the head and shoulders. Left hand on your right knee. Extend the left leg. Right hand on the outside of the shin. So you know the reason for this. If we don't, then the knee would be bent out and the heel drawing in. We want to keep that bones alignment, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, all in a straight line. Lift a little higher. Navel draws in. Take an inhale and exhale. Let's go nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. 2. Let's go for 8. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Look down at your navel. Make sure it's not round, doming. Exhale. See, can you lift a little higher? 4. Inhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Remember, hand behind your head if your neck is anyway sensitive. Exhale. 7. Last one. Inhale. Check. Look at your navel. Make sure it's sinking. 8. Let's go straight into double knee. So both knees are bent. Now, we'll put our hands behind our head just for a second. Lift up. And notice where your back is on the floor and try to maintain that lift as we move. So we're going to move the arms and legs, but we're not going to come down out of the lift. We're going to stay uplifted. So now reach the arms forward. This is your exhale position. As you inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms. As you exhale, arms in a big circle and lift a little higher, squeezing. There's 1. So really focus on precision. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze pelvic floor. 2. Exhale. 3. Keep an eye, look down at your navel. Exhale. 4. Remember, legs can go higher if it feels like it's putting a challenge on your back to stay stable. 5. And 6. So it's normal as you extend for the lower back very slightly. 7 to arch, very slightly. Because when you draw it in, it's going to imprint. And 8. Let's let the head and shoulders down. Keep the legs lifted and turn the head side to side just to stretch out the neck. Excellent. Let's go into straight legs. So both legs straight. And now think of ribs drawing in. Well, not so much ribs. Think of navel drawing in. Lower abdominals, transverse abdominals sinking into the mat. Pelvic floor lifts. And now the ribs draw in as you lift up. So upper abdominals are lifting you. Hold on to the right leg and draw it in towards your chest. Now see, can you lift a smidgen higher? Even 1/4 of an inch makes a big difference. You feel it. And then go to the other side. And again, lift. As you exhale, lift the pelvic floor, sink the abdominals, lift the chest a little higher. Let's go for 8. So inhale and exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. See, can you lift a little higher when you're holding the leg? Exhale. Really great. Inhale 5. And exhale. Inhale 6. And exhale. Inhale 7. And exhale. And inhale 8. And exhale. Excellent. Leave the legs up. Bring the head and shoulders down and turn your head side to side. Really nice. So now either interlace or one hand on top of the other behind your head. I like an interlace, thumbs going down your neck. So like a little hammock for your head, and push the head into it, elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale here. And now as you exhale, lift pelvic floor, scoop abdominals, ribs in as you come up. So we're going to inhale, legs down, exhale up. Right, yeah, inhale. And exhale. Inhale down. And exhale up. Feet, heels are touching, knees wide. Not knees, toes out. So you're in a Pilates VB. And exhale. So I want you to try and keep the lower back pressing into the floor. Go very slowly. Inhale down. Keep it pressing into the floor. Exhale up. 4. And so don't go all the way. If the back starts arching halfway, stop at that point and exhale up. 5. Shoulders away from the ears. Up you come for 6. Inhale down. Exhale up. 7. And really keep navel to spine. Inhale. Exhale. 8. Really nice. Elbows stay wide. Draw one knee in and crisscross. Inhale, center both knees. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, rotate. 1. And 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. Great work. We went straight in. 7. 7. 8. And go one more time. And 8. Great. Drop your feet to the floor. Take a spinal twist. So knees to one side. Lovely. And then go the other side. So nice to strengthen and then to stretch. Excellent. Let's do a little bit of bridge work. So feet are hip distance apart. And hip distance is the distance of 2 fists. And so if you put 2 fists between your knees, you can do it sitting up. 2 fists between your knees, 2 fists between your ankles. And that's exactly the right distance for your feet to be apart. And again, you want that alignment, ankle, knee, and hip. And then the distance of the feet from the bum is where you can touch your ankles. But it's also good to adjust according to how it feels in your body, right? And so shoulders away from the ears, take an inhale. And as you exhale, imprint, tuck the tailbone, squeeze and lift up. Inhale here and exhale coming down. So think of articulating. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale when you're down. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Stay up, take an inhale. And exhale, articulate down. So now lift the right leg straight up to the sky. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. So inhale coming all the way up and we're articulating. And as you exhale, articulate down. So squeeze and vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale up. Exhaling down. 2. Inhale up. And you want to keep your ribs in. Exhale down. So the straight line from the hips to the shoulder without an arch in the spine. So inhale. And exhale. 4. We'll go for 6. Inhale. And exhale. 5. And 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale. 6. So now inhale up. Stay up. Bring the leg all the way up. Flex the foot and bring it down. So the hip stays higher than the leg. The leg now is lower than the foot. Point. Bring it up. 1. Flex down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4. Now keep standing on that left leg. See, can you lift a little higher? 5. And can you keep that left knee from opening out? And 6. Okay, straight up, we're going to go for circles. So this really challenges the hips here. So try to keep them steady. Big circle, down, round, and out, up. 1. We'll do 5 each direction. And 2. 3. Inhale out. Exhale back up. 4. And 5. Other direction. And now go the opposite direction. Circle 1. Inhale half the circle. Exhale the other half. 2. Try to keep the hips up the whole time. 3. That's it. 4 is really burning. And 5. Draw the knee into the chest. Foot is flexed. Inhale. Exhale. Extend the thighs are parallel. 1. Go for 6. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Plant your foot on the floor. And now slowly articulate all the way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Really nice. Draw your knees into your chest. Just rock a little bit side to side. And let's go other side. So plant your feet on the floor. Welcome back. Somebody dropped out and dropped back in. Great. I'm glad there wasn't a big gap. So feet hip distance apart. Again, just look down. Make sure that they're not really wide. Sometimes our feet can be too wide. And again, the knees are, the patella, the middle of the knee is directly in line with the hip bone. And the middle of the knee is directly in line with the middle toe. And so here now, let's inhale and exhale, articulate all the way up. So now push into your right foot, right leg. Feel that the hip, the quad, hamstring, glute, the whole lot's engaged. The other leg just lifts straight up. So we're going to exhale down and inhale up. So exhale, exhale down. So inhale here, exhale, articulate down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, articulate up. Exhaling down. 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. We'll go for 6 of everything. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4. Inhale up. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Articulate the vertebrae. 5. Excellent. Inhale up. And exhale down. 6. And now inhale up. And let's flex, bring the foot all the way down. And point, bring it up. 1. Inhale down, exhale up. 2. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. Okay, point the toes, maybe even externally rotate. So the toes, the left toes point out to the left a little bit. Big circle out, down, around, and up. 1. 2. 3. 4. Press evenly into your shoulders. Push into that standing leg. Hips stay high. 5. 1 more. And 6. Other direction. And 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. Last one. And 6. Draw the knee in. Flex the foot. Exhale, extend. 1. Point as you extend. 2. 3. Stand. We're nearly there. Push into that standing leg. 4. Squeeze. 5. Last one. 6. Plant your foot and slowly coming all the way down. Excellent. Draw your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Great work. So let's come back. We're going to do a bit more abs. We're going to do the stuff we did last week. It's very strong. I thought it'd be great to repeat it very soon after we did it and build our precision. So feet are hip distance apart and shoulders are relaxed. So inhale here and then exhale, holding onto your thighs, lift up. Release your hands for 1, 2, 3, and then exhale down. Inhale here and squeeze and lift. Exhale, come up. As you hold it, breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, coming down. There's 2. Inhale here And now exhale, lift up. Hold on to your thighs, lift a little higher. Release as you inhale for 1, holding 2, 3. Exhale, articulate down. That's either 3 or 4. Inhale. And now exhale, coming up. Hold, lift, reach the arms for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, coming down. We'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Reach the arms. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, coming down. Super. So now we'll add leg extension, and then we'll add leg extension and arm extension at the same time, but we'll start with just legs. So back of your shoulders, back of your neck is long, shoulders away from the ears. Feet hip distance, navel to spine, pelvic floor lifts. Take an inhale. Lift the pelvic floor as you exhale through your mouth and come up. Now reach the arms. As you inhale, extend the legs. As you exhale, draw the legs back in. Inhale, coming all the way down. Let's go again. Exhale, hold on to your thighs to lift up. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, draw them in. Inhale, coming down. We'll do one more like this, and then we'll add the extension with the arms. Exhale, coming up. Hold on to the thighs. Lift a tiny bit higher. Lower back still on the floor, though. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing in, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, down. So this time we're going to extend the arms overhead as we extend the legs, okay? So inhale and scoop, right? So use those deep core muscles. Don't dome in the belly. Have a look and make sure it's sinking. And now as you extend the legs, extend the arms. As you exhale, bring them forward. As you inhale, coming down. Let's just do 3 more of those. Exhale, coming up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, coming up. Lift a little bit, but keep the lower back on the floor. Inhale, arms and legs. Exhale, draw them in. Inhale, down. Last one of these. Exhale. I know I certainly felt these after last week. I'm guessing that you guys did too. Exhale. Inhale, down. So we'll do the side, the oblique version. So this time we're going to hold on to the sides of the thighs, lift, then reach the arms overhead and back, and then come down. So let's start by inhaling, shoulders relaxed, back of your neck long. And as you exhale, lift pelvic floor, scoop abdominals, hold on to the outside of one thigh and lift up. Keep uplifted. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. We'll go straight to the other side. So exhale, coming up. Hold on to the thighs to lift a little higher. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reach over, forward. Inhale, down. Okay, I have to give a bit better direction. Reach overhead and then reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, holding the outside of the thigh, first side. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, reach them forward. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up, hold the outside of the second side. Stay uplifted as much as you can. Feel that obliques working. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, reach them forward. Inhale, down. We're going to do one more each side. Here we go. So take an inhale. And here we go. Exhale, reach. And you really feel it. If you're going to your right side, you can feel those right obliques. If you put your hand there, you can feel the muscles active. Inhale, stay up as much as you can. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, reach them forward. Inhale, coming down. Great. Last side. Exhale, lift up. Hold on to the side. Lift yourself a little higher. Have a little poke. You can feel the obliques firing. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, coming down. Excellent work. Reach the arms overhead and stretch. So great. We're going to do more work with the sides, with the obliques in the side series, but let's get into glutes first. Just give the obliques a rest before we go back at them again. So I'm going to bring my left forearm down. I can only do what I'm describing. I can't mirror. So I'm doing the left first because I'm facing, I want the left side to be out and the right hand is forward. Okay, really nice. So we're going to work with the left leg first and do everything on the left side. So let's start right with glute work. What we want to do is really work glute hamstring and the glute hamstring attachment. And Laudes maximus and medius, different glute muscles right in this outer hip. What we don't want is lots of this arching and flexing, right? We want to keep the spine really steady, like there's a cup of tea in your lower back. So when you're moving your leg, you're really moving the leg and using those muscles. You're not relying on the flexion and extension in the spine for the movement, okay? So think of all the time. So the spine staying very steady. So let's start by tucking the tailbone, lower abdominals drawing in. And now very carefully push into your right knee and extend the left leg. So the cup of tea in your lower back. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up, exhale down. We'll do 8 of everything. Shoulders relaxed, inhale up, exhale down. So you should feel a squeeze at the top. And think of abdominals drawing away from the floor. And 4. Inhale up, exhale down 5. And 6. Did I say 6 of everything? We'll do 8, 7. We'll see how we go, right? 8. And now leg is straight back. We're going to go in circles. So here, real stability now in the pelvis. We don't want one side going higher than the other. So mobilizing in the hip socket. So go in one direction, 1. Draw those lower abs in, tailbone under 2. And 3, dinner plate size. 4 does not have to be bigger. 5 and 6. Let's go the other direction. Lift that pelvic floor. 1, shoulders away from the ears. 2, 3, really focus on the precision. Draw those transverse abdominals, the lower abdominals in. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now bend that left knee. We're going to bring the knee down and back up. 1. Inhale, exhale, back up. 2. So again, no movement in the spine. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. I'm highly inconsistent in my not counting. And 8. So let's stay up now, donkey kick. We're going to pulse it. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, lower abs lift, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so now we're going to rotate. So the leg stays in a donkey kick and you rotate it out. You're not, that's the left hip opens out, the right hip stays exactly as it is. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So rotating 5, relax the shoulders, and 6. Let's stay out. So we're in the rotation and we're going to go up and down in the rotation. 2 and 3 and 4, 5. We'll do 8, 6. You can feel these ones, right? 7 and 8. Woo! Lovely. Come onto both hands and press back into child's pose. Really great. Let's walk both hands over to the left side and our right hand on top of the left. Great. And then both hands over to the right side, left hand on top of the right. Excellent. We just get that tap that every once in a while, excuse me, just takes on. It's the water filter. It's quiet and then it just has a notion to get noisy. So let's go other side. Okay, so right forearm is down this time. Left hand, and the left hand doesn't have to be beneath the shoulder. You'll find what works. I quite like the left hand off to the side and forward. So there's a straight line. But you might like to push into the left hand, whatever works for you, right? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So tuck the tailbone under. Draw the lower abs in. Feel the stability in the lower back. And now push into that left foot. and then the right foot just floats. Really nice. So lift it up and down. 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2. And 3. Back of your neck long. 4. And 5. So when you're not using the flexion extension in the spine, 6 doesn't go as high. So if we were, we could go really high, right? If we're doing all this extra movement. 7. And we're not. So we should feel the squeeze in the glute. And 8. Let's stay up and do our circles. And 1. And focus here on just moving that femur head in the hip socket. The hips don't move. 3. And 4. Really draw those lower abs in. 5. 1 more in this direction. And 6. Other direction. And 1. Relax the shoulders. 2. Exhale through the mouth. 3. Tailbone under. 4. 5. Leg nice and straight. And 6. Bend the knee. The knee touches towards the floor and then lifts up. 1. 2. 3. Really feel like as if it hits a point where it can't go any further. 4. Because you're not moving the pelvis. 5. So you're getting a full range of motion there. 6. 7. And 8. Stay up and let's pulse. 1. So the pulse in that glute, not in the spine. 4. 5. Lower abs in. 6. Squeeze pelvic floor. 7. And 8. Okay, so keep the donkey kick. Let's externally rotate. 1. And 2. And 3. Back of your neck long. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Stay wide now. Stay externally rotated rather. Come down and up. 1. 2. Outside left hip draws in. 3. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Oh my Lord. And push back. Really nice. Stretch it out. Great. So let's come and do some side series, some new stuff to try tonight. So we're going to do a side plank. So I'm on my right side. So right hand is down. The right leg is long. We're going to be on the toes of the left foot. The left foot's behind us. So let's start by, remember, we try not to sink. We try to be uplifted in this bottom waist, the right waist. So we're going to exhale as we lift up. Inhale down. And then leg goes in front. Exhale up. Inhale down. Leg goes to the back. Exhale up. Inhale down. Leg goes to the front. Exhale up. Inhale down. Leg goes to the back. That's number 3. Exhale up. Inhale down. And leg goes to the front. Exhale up. We're going to add on. So now when you come down, your hips on your floor, the left foot's on the floor. And when both hands now wide on the mat, we'll do a push-up. And we extend the left leg long. So we're going to come low, elbows bend. Left leg extends. Push back up. Step the foot back where it was. You might have to place your, I have to put my right hand back in and then lift up. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do that push-up again. So both hands floor. Inhale down. Bend the elbows in. Extend the left leg. And now plant the left leg behind. Re-establish the right hand, and then inhale up. Exhale down. Plant both hands. Inhale, push up, but the left leg extends behind you. And high. Exhale, back up. Now place the foot in front. Replant your right hand. Inhale up. And exhale down. Really nice. Okay, so now I want you to place both forearms on the floor. So you're on your right hip and the forearms are on the floor. So you're facing your chest in this way. Really nice. And now you're going to extend that left leg like you had it when you did the push-up. Okay, so now the forearms are on the floor. The leg is behind you and off to the right. It's that left leg off to the right. And now we're going to lift it up and down. So 1 and 2. So I'm still on my right side. Left leg's behind and high. 3. Lift up. 4. Turn your torso to face the mat. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, great. So now bend this right knee. So the right knee is straight out from, come forward, a little bit of space behind. Right knee is straight out from the right hip. And you can have both hands on the floor. I want you to kick this right leg left leg forward. Bend the knee, bring it back bent. So now let's check actually. Let's lift the bottom waist. Pelvic floor lifts, navel to spine, shoulders relaxed. So bring it back bent within the bicycle. Straighten the leg and then kick it forward. Bend the knee, lift the bottom waist, bring it back bent. Straighten, kick it forward. So precision, let's not focus on speed at all. So lovely stretch here again, hip flexors, glutes. We'll do last one in this direction. Let's change the direction. So bend it forward, straighten the leg, kick it all the way back. Try to keep that bottom waist lifted. Bend the knee, bring it forward, straighten the leg, kick it back. Great job. Bend the knee, bring it forward, straighten the leg, kick it back. Bend the knee, bring it forward, straighten the leg, and kick it back. Excellent. Okay, so one more here. So forearm on the floor. Now the left leg is forward. We're going to lift the left leg up. I'm going to go back so I'm more on the mat. So right knee is a 90-degree angle, knees straight out from the hip. Left leg is straight forward. We're going to lift off this right hip. So we're going to lift all the way up and lift the left leg and then bring it back down. Now you can keep this left hand on the floor. Lift up, lift that right hip and back down. 2. Excellent. 3, excellent. And 4, so you can feel that right there. 5, and the bottom hip's also working. Let's go for 8. And 6, I love seeing feet right in the camera. 7, and last one, and 8. Wow, great job. Let's just do one more here in side series. So come lying on your side. Let your head rest onto your arm. So let's start with both legs. Lift and down. Inhale up and down. So maybe one finger only holding and that left hand down. And 4. Really lift. So feel all, your internal core stabilizers are firing now because you've been working them the whole time. And notice how much they're influencing your balance. If you feel like it, maybe wobble and put your hand on your waist. Okay, so let's do some walking. So one leg forward, the other one back. And we'll do a second round with our hand up. So let's do one round with our hand on the floor, just to feel it. And again, you're going to really feel glutes and outer hips here. 3. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 4. And here you really want to keep the hips stacked, right? So the legs are moving, but you're certainly not going forward and backwards. The distance between your chest and your hand is not changing at all. So again, working into the hip socket, using the muscles of the glutes and the hips, and not moving forward and back if we can. Super. So let's go again. And this time, hand on your waist, on your head, or lifting up, whichever works, right? So going to be wobbly, right? Inhale and exhale. And it's okay to wobble. It's usually that we're right at our edge. 2 and 3 Inhale up. Squeeze 4. And 5. And 6. So let's do our walking. One leg forward to the back. 1. That's it. Do you ever notice how hot you get when you're really using your core muscles and your stabilizers? And 3, the heat at this navel centers. And 4, and that's it. And 5, just go to 6 because we everything's to do on the other side as well. And 6, yay, excellent. Fist into displacing the pain sensations, right? Really nice. Let's go straight to the other side. Great. So we start on our forearm. The bottom leg is long. So if you're on the same side as me, it's your left forearm's on the floor. No, sorry, left hand is on the floor. But you could actually do it with the forearm, no problem. We did it on the hand on the other side. Left leg's on the floor. We start with the leg, the right leg behind, right? And let's not lean down. Let's have an uplifted quality. So inhale up, exhale down. Bring the leg front, inhale up, and exhale down. Bring the leg behind, inhale up, exhale down, squeeze as you come down, nice control. So you're not falling down, you're in control the whole time. Spread the leg in front, inhale up. Lovely, squeeze pelvic floor control coming down. So we'll add the push-up in the next one. Inhale up, exhale down. And now both hands, so your chest can face the floor. As you come down, inhale, extend that right leg long. As you exhale, bring it back. Replant the left hand, inhale up. Exhale, control coming down. Plant both hands again. Inhale, coming down into a push-up. Extend that right leg long. Exhale, back up. Now place the foot in front. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can feel fatigue building. Fatigue starting to feature. Both hands down. Extend the leg long. So maybe you're a little bit shaky or wobbly. That's normal. Let's place the foot back down. Replant the hand. Inhale up. We'll do 2 more. Exhale down. Both hands down. Do that push-up as you extend that right leg. Exhale back in. Okay, last one. Foot's behind. Inhale up. And exhale down. One last push-up here. Hands down and push up. Extend that right leg long. Exhale back in. So let's stay here now. Bring both your forearms to the floor. And now you're going to extend that plant situation going on. And so your left leg is long on the floor. Your forearms are on the floor. Your right leg is behind you. And so now turn. So there's this distinct chest turning towards the floor, but your left hip is on the floor. So the leg goes up and down 1. So it's behind you and long 2. 3. Turn your chest. And 4. 5. Excellent for psoas, right? I know some of you have psoas stuff. 6. 7. And 8. Excellent. So now bend the bottom knee. Yes, forearm. Yes, we're going to do the bicycle. So you're on your forearm now. Lift that bottom waist. Really nice. And now draw the knee in. Kick it forward. And then big circle. And now really notice, right? As the leg goes back, don't you go back with it, right? So keep the hips stacked and bring the leg back. Bend the knee, bring it forward. Again, the hips stay stacked, so don't go forward with it. So you're really trying to precisely move the leg. So it's the femur head in the hip socket. Belly doesn't move forward. Hips stay stacked. Bend the knee, bring it forward. So look down even and follow the movement. Breathe as you wish, inhaling and exhaling. So you're going back. Chest is not going forward. Bend the knee and bring it forward. Let's reverse the direction. So knee is bent, bring the knee back. That's it. Watch it. Look down. So the line of the side waist should stay the exact same. Really feeling it into your thigh and into your glutes and hip flexors here. So lengthen back, then straighten the leg and slowly kick it forward. Don't move in the chest, right? So the leg is doing all the movement. All the stabilizers are firing. That's it. Bend the knee. Carefully bring it back. Look down. Make sure chest doesn't go forward. Hips stay stacked. Most excellent. Straighten the leg. Feels so great to move with this precision. Fabulous. Check. Pelvic floor lifted. Bottom waist lifted also. Straighten the leg and bring it forward. Okay, so this lovely one now. So we're going to lift up as we lift the leg. So as we lift the leg, we're going to lift the hip. And you can let the arm up or leave the arm down. 1. So I think inhale up. Exhale down. 2. It's not totally dissimilar from the frog we did a couple of weeks ago. And 3. Which is more of a clam. 4. And see how much, maybe you can get that leg a little bit higher. 5. Really hips and glutes here. And 6. 2 more. Inhale up. 7. Exhale down. Last one. As high as you can. 8. Excellent. And control it coming down. Wonderful. So let's come lying on our side and lie onto your arm. So we'll do 2 rounds. First round, we'll keep our hand here. And that's really to get the movement. So bottom waist lifts. Remember, just like there's a row of ants trying to go from one side of your mat to the other. So you're not relaxed on your bottom waist. It's lifted. Shoulders away from the ears, navel to spine, pelvic floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 4. Exhale down. Relax your neck. So in Pilates, we want to be engaging specific muscles, but not tensing other ones. Inhale, 6. Last one. Well, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, 7. 1 more. And 8. So let's do our walking. 1 leg forward, the other back. So just like when we're doing the bicycle, you want that precision of movement so the hips stay stacked, chest doesn't go forward, and then walk the other direction. Really use those stabilizers. Check the bottom waist is lifted and navel to spine. And then really nice. Let's do 1 more before we do the second variation. Excellent. And again, I know I'm not alone here. We get really warm doing this one, right? Excellent. So now let's try it, right? We'll just let it wobble. So arm can be up on your waist. You can go for 1 finger, but I say, let's try wobbling. Yeah. So lift up and down. So you have to really engage everything. Navel to spine, pelvic floor up and down to relax that shoulder. And 3, as you exhale, do that squeeze like we started with. 4, so feel the abdominals engage. Pelvic floor lifts. 5. That's what you're focusing on. 6. Let's do our walking. 1 leg forward, the other back. That's it, and it's totally fine to be wobbly, right? It means we're on our edge. Check the bottom waist is lifted, and don't focus on the moving legs, right? I want you to really focus on those core stabilizers. That's it. Let's do 1 more each way. That's it. And last one. Excellent. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Let's do some nice stretching. So first one, thread the eye of the needle. Fantastic stretch now for the areas we've been working. So right foot onto your left lower thigh, upper knee, and then hands behind your thigh. And breathe. So I want you to think of, close your eyes, that right knee opening out a little bit more. If you like, you can extend the left leg straight up. You don't have to at all. And think of drawing your legs towards each other, towards you. So you're drawing that left foot in, but at the same time, you're trying to draw the right knee away from you. So that's like a lovely deep stretch right in there into the glutes, outer hip. And let's just take a couple of long breaths here. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. I nearly always do glutes in the class, glutes, abs. And we didn't do any back extension tonight because so many back problems actually originate in tight or weak glutes, tight or weak hamstrings. Lovely. Let's switch legs. A lot of that comes down to, and we can't escape it, right? Maybe a little bit too much sitting, which also leaves our back more extended and our abdominals more rounded. So we're rounded more in our seated position, which softens the abdominals and weakens the lower back, which is why it's so important to strengthen the back, is to do abdominal work. So now again, other leg. So your hand, I have my left knee bent, left foot is on my right thigh. My left hand goes between my thighs and my right hand's on the outside. Leg is straight up or bent, doesn't matter at all, whatever works. And now close your eyes, and you can use your left elbow to push that left knee out a little bit more if you like, and draw the right leg in, and you'll just find that sweet spot. So it's definitely a stretch. So it has strong sensation, but if you close your eyes and tune into it, it feels different than when we were doing the donkey kick and the rotation. So this is a passive stretch. And so it's strong, but it's not the same kind of feeling. It's just slightly different. And as you breathe into it, it weakens, the sensation softens. Really nice. Okay, super. So let's bring the feet wide and draw the knees into drop together. And a tiny little bit of bouncing, just a tiny little bit of, and you'll feel that also. And then let's do the opposite. Draw the soles of the feet together and just bounce the knees out. Let's do it again, feet wide, knees falling in, and a little tiny bouncing, not major, just a small amount. It should feel kind of nice. Feels like you're stretching inner thigh and that hamstring to glute attachment. And then other side, feet together, knees wide, and a tiny bit of bouncing. Okay, and now let's come up, our hands are behind, and your feet are wide. Let both knees fall to one side and then to the other. Really nice. So just like a sloppy going from side to side. Really nice. Excellent. And now let's come around to all fours. Tiny bit of cat-cow. Let's do the yoga cat-cow. So arch and round as you exhale. Inhale, arch. So we're not staying in a neutral spine. We're not doing the Pilates one. It's just to get a nice stretch into those front abdominals. And round. Tuck your toes and push into down dog. Let's inhale up onto tippy toes. Exhale back onto your heels. Inhale up onto tippy toes. Exhale back onto your heels. Really nice. Walk your hands back to your feet and fold here. So a little bend can be nice and friendly in your hamstrings if they feel very tight. If they feel all right, then keep the legs relatively straight. Try not to lock the knees. And it's very unique for each of us, right? So it's really great as you do lots of different movements, kind of knowing the nuance in your body. If your knees have a tendency to lock, then have a tiny micro bend. If you have a tendency to have very tight hamstrings, then maybe more of a bend, just so your lower back can release and you're not putting all the work in the hamstrings. So now release your head and your arms like a rag doll, tuck your tailbone and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Really nice. Close your eyes, 3 movements of the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. As you arch, tailbone goes back. As you round, tailbone tucks under. As you inhale, arch, chest forward, shoulder blades towards each other. As you round, the shoulder blades separate, chest rolls back. Come to center. As you exhale, slide to one side. And notice how it feels in your body. So maybe you feel like there's a bit more mobility, flexibility, strength. Close your eyes and just tune into the feeling in your body here. Integration of body and mind. So amazing for coherence in our mind. And so amazing for the body. It tends to be much more efficient when the body and mind are integrated. We're not like a head being carried around in a meat suit. So rotating here, inhale, center. As you rotate, left hip goes forward as you go to the left. Inhale, center, right hip comes forward as you go to the right. So that lovely rotation in the sides of the waist and the torso. Really nice. Drop your hands, eyes closed. And just drop in. Notice your feet on the floor, the weight. And now very carefully draw towards the front of your feet. So hinging a little bit forward. Notice the effects to your torso, to your whole body, to your skeleton, the muscle adjustment. And now go towards your heels. Same thing. Notice your plumb line, the effect on your balance. And now go to one side and go to the other side. Come to the perfect center. So that lovely balance point, either too far forward or back. And notice the neutral alignment in your spine, shoulders directly above your hips, and that curve of your lower back. Hips above your knees, knees above your ankles. Back of your neck is long. Spine nice and long. And thank you so much for joining me tonight.